Well, this is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and this is the scene at sold-out Everbank Stadium in downtown Jacksonville. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wildcard Weekend, as it'll be the Aviators of Anchorage taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And it's a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play 1 there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Now Herbert following the turnover. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Steps away to his left. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. And an average first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett from 17 yards out. And the Aviators will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Safe right. Go, let's go. Hey, I'm gun.
On third down, Lawrence. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Davis now to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 34-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
On second down, Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And touchdown! Austin Eckler, 40 yards. And the Aviators have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
First down 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen, 50 yards. And the Aviators continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point try now from Dicker. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Aviators 21, Jaguars nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The 25-yard line.
Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit.
13, Lou. Silver.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. On 1st down, Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Hey, kill tip. 30 left. Let's go 52.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around. Not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Sebastian Joseph Day able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. But Charles, they're really stringing these possessions and scores together early. We're still in the first quarter, but if they can score again here, look out.
Yeah, and as you taught me when we're broadcasting games, one word we're supposed to avoid, and that's blowout. But that's exactly what's going on here. Down 3 possessions just the first quarter. That goes beyond any worst-case scenario we might have thought coming into this game. And another touchdown here, that should eliminate any hopes for any type of a comeback.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
1st down, Aviators.
Finding Williams once more, complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. 21-0 our score after 1.
Jaguars nothing.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
12. Crowd right.
Here's Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Foye Aluakon finding his way to the ball for a stop. A tackle for loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 13-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the option, here's Eckler. And the ball is knocked out. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. No, but let me finish. Okay. You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11. Red.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Lisa 24.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. Sink right.
And to throw again is Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Sink right open.
Lawrence. This is caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 29 yards. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Here's Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Herbert changing things up. Out of the gun now on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakim.
It's second and 8 at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. He's got it to Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
In motion goes the tight end. On first down, it's Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hey, Kappa. Hold me trips right. Ready.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Able to shake him off. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Running on first down, Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now second and 9. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown! Mike Williams, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Aviators will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hey, Lion.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
Set. 21. Go.
On first and 10, Herbert. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. On third down, here's Eckler. Past the 20. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And we'll still have time for one play before the half, as this will be fair caught and brought out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go. 11. Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
Set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've been the better of the 2 teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert running left off the option. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
59. 12. Crowd right. Ready?
Herbert on third down now. Finds Johnston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Herbert. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Devin Lloyd leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the...
Herbert has it knocked free. Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
11. 11. Think right open. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. The big fella. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 7.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
11,
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 52 yards. And the Jags are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Herbert now. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
5-9. Hey, go Lion.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Williams brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
And an Anchorage first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
21.
Herbert. And it It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Up the middle with Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Check. Go. Sink right. Let's go.
Now Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Lawrence to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
Baylor Tiger. Set.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Breaks through the contact. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game.
and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, Kappa. Home trips right. Go.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. And his throw here is incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Ram.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Devin Lloyd, his 2nd sack of the night.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Hey, easy, route.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick slant caught by Kirk.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
In trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
11, Agate.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Jaguars, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Looking downfield for Jones.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Aviators.
Crowd run. Orange. Ready?
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
Now a deep one for Johnston.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Baylor Tiger. Set.
Here's Herbert.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's to the 15. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Aviators go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence.
And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 61 yards.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit.
And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
Eckler now between the tackles. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
Tight.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go. Set.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Agnew now to return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Okay, ready.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Derwin James with a pick. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Set. Hey, Kappa. Home troops right.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Third down and 13. It's Eckler again. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They snap it to Herbert. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not good.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Well, one win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Jacksonville, good night, everybody.